Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier, and thank you for stopping by. I'm always grateful. Home Thought's extremely rare atmospheric phenomenon called the rainbow bridge or circumhorizontal arc. When the sun is at least 58 degrees above horizon and ice crystals in clouds form rainbows. Never heard of that. Now, there was a huge hoo-ha and brouhaha and excitement about the sighting, a rare sighting of the black leopard in Laikipia, which is well worth a visit if you haven't ever been there. And it was caught on camera by someone I follow on Twitter, wildlife photographer Will Burrard-Lucas. The debate was as to whether this was the first sighting in 100 years, as was reported, I think, in CNN, and clearly it wasn't, because locals have cited it. Locals took Will to where they thought he would be able to photograph it, but nevertheless, it's very dramatic footage. And if you have never watched a documentary called The Eye of the Leopard, it's narrated by Jeremy Irons, it's by Derek and Beverly Joubert. It's really worth watching. They're silent assassins, you can't hear them, and you can just imagine this particular black leopard creeping up on you without you knowing what was happening. Gestures used by chimpanzees to communicate with each other follow some of the same rules intrinsic to human language, according to a study of wild chimps living in Uganda. Primate gestural communication is, of course, very different to human language, but our results show that these two systems are underpinned by the same mathematical principles. And then I learned from Reuters that the Earth's earliest mobile organisms lived 2.1 billion years ago. Scientists have discovered a 2.1 billion year old black shale from a quarry in Gabon, the earliest evidence of a revolutionary development in the history of life on Earth, the ability of organisms to move from one place to another on their own. Tubular structures found in black shale from a quarry in Gabon dating from 2.1 billion years ago. Have a look at the photograph. And I learned life emerged in the Earth's seas as a single-celled bacterial organisms, perhaps 4 billion years ago. But the earliest life forms lacked the ability to move independently, called motility. They're really fascinating developments. And then on a completely different note, let me leave you with A. Milne reading the third chapter of his classic, in which Pooh and Piglet go hunting and nearly catch a woozle. And it's really good, I must say. I was trying to play it to Hannah, she wasn't that interested last night.